Every time you walk through the produce aisle, you're faced with a familiar choice. Do you reach for the regular fruits and vegetables, or do you opt for the organic ones? The decision isn't always as simple as it seems. Organic produce often comes with a noticeably higher price tag, sometimes double or even triple the cost of conventional options. The organic label suggests you're getting something superior, food that's healthier, more natural, and better for the environment. But is paying extra really justified, or is it just clever marketing? Over the past decade, organic food has exploded in popularity. More and more people are concerned about what goes into their bodies and how their food is grown, leading to a surge in demand for organic products. Some shoppers are convinced that organic means safer, cleaner, and more nutritious, while others remain skeptical, wondering if the higher price is really worth it, or if it's just a marketing ploy. To get to the bottom of this, scientists and nutritionists have spent years researching the differences, analyzing everything from vitamin content to pesticide residues and environmental impact. Despite all the research, the answers aren't always straightforward. The truth is, the benefits of organic food can depend on what you value most: nutrition, safety, taste, or sustainability. In this video, we'll break down what organic really means, explore the science behind nutrition and pesticides, and help you understand the facts behind the label so you can make an informed decision. We'll also look at what the organic label means for both plants and animals, and how farming practices differ from conventional methods. We'll compare nutrition, examine the issue of pesticides, and discuss whether organic food is truly safer or more wholesome. By the end, you'll have the knowledge you need to make the best choice for your health, your family, and your budget. Let's dive in and uncover the truth about organic food. So, what does organic really mean on your food? You see the word everywhere, on apples, eggs, even snacks. But what's actually behind that label? Is it just a trendy buzzword, or does it represent something more meaningful about how your food is grown and produced? For plants, organic farming means avoiding most synthetic pesticides and fertilizers. Instead, farmers rely on natural methods like crop rotation, compost, and beneficial insects to keep their crops healthy. These practices help build up the soil, making it richer and more resilient over time, and they also reduce pollution from chemical runoff. GMOs are strictly prohibited in organic farming. Organic seeds can't be genetically engineered or modified in any way. This means that organic farmers start with seeds that are as close to their natural state as possible, preserving genetic diversity and traditional crop varieties. The goal is to work with nature, not against it. Organic farmers focus on building healthy soil, encouraging biodiversity, and supporting pollinators like bees and butterflies. This approach helps create a balanced ecosystem where plants, animals, and insects can all thrive together. For animal products, organic means much more than just what the animals eat. Animals must have regular outdoor access, space to move freely, and the ability to express natural behaviors. They can't be confined in cages or crowded feedlots, and their living conditions must support their health and well-being. Their diet must be 100% organic, free from synthetic additives, and they can't be given antibiotics or growth hormones. This ensures that the food they produce, whether it's milk, eggs, or meat, comes from animals raised as naturally as possible. If an animal does get sick and needs antibiotics, it's treated for its health, but its products can no longer be sold as organic. This rule helps maintain the integrity of the organic label and ensures that animal welfare always comes first. These rules are designed to promote animal welfare, protect the environment, and create a healthier, more sustainable farming system overall. Organic farms often have cleaner air and water, healthier soil, and happier animals. Organic certification is a legal standard, not just a marketing term. Farms and food producers must follow strict guidelines and pass regular inspections to earn and keep that organic label. It's a holistic approach that considers the well-being of the animal, the health of the environment, and the safety of the consumer. Every step from seed to shelf is carefully regulated to ensure the highest standards. So, when you see that organic sticker, it means a lot more than just natural. It's a sign that your food was produced with care for the planet, the animals, and your health. But does choosing organic actually make a real difference for you and your family? Let's find out. Is organic food actually more nutritious? Many people pay extra for organic, hoping for more vitamins and minerals. But large reviews of studies show little difference in vitamin and mineral content between organic and conventional produce. An organic orange has about the same vitamin C as a regular one. However, some research suggests organic produce may have higher levels of antioxidants, compounds that help protect our cells. The reason? Without chemical pesticides, plants may produce more of their own protective compounds. Still, it's unclear if these higher antioxidant levels translate into real health benefits. The bottom line, both organic and conventional fruits and vegetables are healthy choices. Eating more produce matters more than whether it's organic. For many people, the main reason to buy organic foods is to avoid synthetic pesticides and chemicals that are commonly used in conventional agriculture. The idea of eating food grown with fewer artificial substances is appealing, especially for those concerned about long-term health effects. In conventional farming, synthetic pesticides and herbicides are used to protect crops from insects, weeds, and diseases. While these chemicals help farmers grow more food, small residues can remain on fruits and vegetables by the time they reach our tables. Organic farming, on the other hand, mostly bans synthetic pesticides. Instead, organic farmers rely on natural alternatives, crop rotation, and integrated pest management techniques to keep their crops healthy. This approach is designed to work with nature, not against it. However, organic doesn't mean completely pesticide-free. Certain natural pesticides, like copper sulfate, are allowed in organic farming. These substances are generally considered less harmful, but they are still used to protect crops from pests and disease. The key difference between organic and conventional produce is the type and amount of pesticide residues that may be present. Organic foods tend to have fewer and lower levels of these residues. Multiple studies have shown that organic produce generally contains lower pesticide residues than conventional produce. This can be reassuring for those who want to limit their exposure to synthetic chemicals. For example, a well-known Stanford study found that organic foods had a 30% lower risk of containing detectable pesticide residues compared to their conventional counterparts. This difference can be significant for people who are especially cautious about what they eat. While it's true that most conventional produce is still within government safety limits for pesticide residues, choosing organic can offer an extra layer of reassurance. For some, it's about reducing exposure as much as possible, even if the risk is already considered low. This is especially important for pregnant women and young children who are more sensitive to chemicals and whose developing bodies may be more vulnerable to potential effects. For many families, choosing organic is about peace of mind, minimizing risk, and feeling confident about what they're feeding their loved ones. It's a way to take control over what goes into their bodies. Ultimately, it's a personal choice, based on your comfort level with potential exposure to chemicals and your own values around food and health. But remember, the most important thing is to eat plenty of fruits and vegetables, whether organic or conventional. Both options offer essential nutrients, and including them in your diet is one of the best things you can do for your health. Buying everything organic isn't always practical or affordable. That's where the Dirty Dozen and Clean 15 lists come in, published by the Environmental Working Group. The Dirty Dozen highlights produce with the highest pesticide residues. Think strawberries, spinach, and kale. If you're going to buy some items organic, these are the ones to prioritize. The Clean 15 lists produce with the lowest residues like avocados, sweet corn, and pineapples. For these, conventional is usually just fine. Using these lists helps you focus your organic budget where it matters most. It's a smart way to reduce pesticide exposure without overspending. You don't have to go all or nothing. Targeted choices make a big difference. Let's look at how to save even more. Why does organic food cost more? Organic farming is more labor-intensive, with manual weeding and natural pest control. Yields are often lower, and organic animal farming requires more space and pricier feed. Certification is expensive and time-consuming. All these costs add up at the checkout, but you can save shop seasonally and locally, visit farmers markets and look for store-brand organic products. Buy frozen organic produce, it's just as nutritious and often cheaper. Watch for sales and promotions. Prioritize organic for the Dirty Dozen and buy conventional for the Clean 15. With these strategies, organic can fit your budget. So, is organic worth it? There's no one-size-fits-all answer. If reducing pesticide exposure is your goal, focus on organic Dirty Dozen items. If nutrition is your priority, both organic and conventional produce are great choices. The most important thing is to eat more fruits and vegetables, however you can. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good, buy what fits your budget. Wash all produce thoroughly to reduce residues and bacteria. Consistency and variety matter more than labels. Use tools like the Dirty Dozen list, but don't stress if organic isn't always possible. The healthiest choice is simply to eat more plants. Organic is a bonus, not a requirement for a healthy diet.